me uncomfortable.
Well, the Blazers have filed a protest with the NBA.
Because that worked 8 times in the history of the NBA.
Well, you said that as if you were being a smartass, but you're actually, that's accurate.
Yeah.
That 8 times.
8 times.
That has worked.
There is zero chance, by the way, and I do mean zero chance that this happens. I mean, the pool reporter that talked to the officials, they have a good explanation for it. Now, what happened was total horse crap, but it's the last time this happened was because literally they called a foul on Shaquille O'Neal, and it was his 5th foul, and they said it was his 6th. This is merely the officials didn't give the Blazers a timeout. There's no rule requiring them to see it and give them a timeout.
So the Shaq game that was against Atlanta, the next time they played, they replayed the end of that game with him in it.
Yeah, there was but I don't even think if I'm not...
They lost.
Yeah, I don't think Shaq was on the team when they replayed it.
He was traded to the Phoenix Suns.
He was traded to the Phoenix Suns. So they replayed that game from I think it was 25 seconds left.
I think it was actually 45 seconds.
Was it 45?
Nobody scored.
Yeah, no one scored. So it was the next time the two teams played, and so they replayed the final 45, 50 seconds before they actually tipped off the second game. No one scored. The outcome didn't change, and Shaq wasn't even there. But that is how you can get an appeal.
Could you have stand-in Shaq maybe? Like Schulte out there on stilts or something?
Well, wouldn't it have been great if the league allowed Shaq to go play the final 45 seconds and then go back to the Phoenix Suns?
Only if I shoot free throws exactly like him with one hand.
You'd probably be better.
But the only reason you file these appeals is because you want the league to know that you're extra pissy and that you're upset, and that's it. And Portland has a right to be upset. What happened was total horse crap.
Okay, so what happened, if you didn't see it, was they were down 109-108. And there were 15 seconds left, and Chauncey was calling a timeout.
No, the Oklahoma City was down.
Yeah, I said that. Oh, right.
You made it sound like the Blazers. The Blazers were up by 1.
They were leading 109-108. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Chauncey was calling a timeout, and they didn't see it, and then they hit him with 2 techs, and he got booted. Well, they lost.
The techs were legit. So they brought it up, and Oklahoma City was trying desperately to gack away that game. They didn't want it. And the officials were like, nah, we want you to win this game. So they give it to Brogdon. He crosses half court. They send the double. And this is where, they fouled him. But how many times do you see this at the end of a game? The refs always let you get away with a little bit of the business while you're trying to strip the ball. Right? It always happens. And I don't know why that is, but it's universal. You get about 3 to 4 seconds where you can give the guy a little bit of the what have you, and then they blow it. So Brogdon had the ball tied up. He picked up his dribble. Chauncey is coming from the other side. So he was on the other side of the midcourt line. So he comes running up, and the Blazers have timeouts. Brogdon couldn't make the timeout sign because he had the ball, but Brogdon is claiming that he was yelling timeout, which I'm assuming he was. Chauncey is over there trying to give the timeout signal, and the officials just either didn't see it or didn't acknowledge it, and they didn't give him the timeout. Brogdon then takes the ball, double dribbles, and so they, turnover. Then Chauncey goes running over, and he actually makes contact with the official. You can't do that.
Blazers.
The moment you touch the official, you're getting teed up. And so they tee him up for bumping the official, and then Chauncey is livid, and he goes running at the official again, and they tee him up a second time. So, the 2 technicals on Chauncey, those are legit. You can't do it. I understand why you're pissed. You can't do it. The not calling timeout, that's ridiculous. I mean, and both Brogdon and Chauncey even said it in the press conference. In those situations, every official is aware that you're going to be calling timeout if you get trapped. They're looking for it, and they will almost always give it to you. The Lakers had one this year where I don't remember if it was, maybe it was Anthony Davis or Austin Reeves. One of them had the ball on his GD hip. The ball actually got stripped, and they still gave him the timeout. It was the weirdest thing. You can see it, as he's calling timeout, he's losing the ball, but it's kind of on his hip, and they're like, no, we give you the timeout. Then he's got 2 guys around him, and they're fighting him, and you've got the player and the coach both yelling timeout. Even if the officials didn't see it, might want to look up. There's 3 of them. No one saw anyone calling timeout. That's kind of hard to believe, but it happened. And it was, by the way, 2 rookie officials that were working the game last night.
You got to love NBA officials, man.
It is bad.
They're always stepping in it.
You can tell they were young bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it probably happened before, right? Where a guy's trying to call timeout and it's missed by the officials. I mean, it does happen. Everybody on the Blazers is acting like there's no way that should ever happen. Well, it does happen.
They even asked Brogdon. They said, "Hey, have you ever been a part of this before?" He's like, "Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, I've seen this."
Still, I mean, that
it's
one
bad.
It stings. I don't know why you got to file a protest. Who cares? You're 12-31.
I, for one, like to say it was heartbreaking last night, but let's try to find the bright side of things. They played really well. Scoot had a great game, even though they won't let him play at the end.
Can I push back on that a little bit?
Nice.
I don't think 19 points on 18 shots is a good game.
Okay. Well, it's like when he had the 30 the other night, he did it on 32 shots. Look, he's not efficient. But
he's not.
If you look at the way he's played, I'm sorry. I'll take that all night long because he has not been good. So that was a positive. And you played really hard and competitive. You didn't get run out of the gym. And more importantly, the win total stayed where it was at. So I'm going to view this as a glass half full as opposed to being a glass half empty sort of guy.
Can I bring up another Blazers topic that is completely unrelated?
Yeah.
I was watching the Blazers. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't last night, but it was against... Did they play somebody after Indiana?
Yeah.
Lakers?
I thought the Nets again, the Lakers.
Nets, Lakers.
They lost to the Lakers, yeah.
I don't remember who they were playing.
Yeah, the Lakers.
I think it was the Lakers.
The Lakers
on Sunday they
beat the
Lakers.
beat the bejesus.
So I was watching that. Travis Demers was doing the game on TV.
Mm-hmm. I think Calabro has COVID.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he's got
I
COVID.
figured something was up with Calabro, so Demers was on there.
Yeah, he's got the Rona.
Anybody else notice? And I don't know if he was on the Bucks game too. He probably was.
Because the radio call last night was Antonio Harvey and
someone
Rich
else.
Burke.
Yeah,
Rich Burke,
if you've been watching the Blazers while Calabro's out, Demers slid over there. Our friend Travis Demers.
Yes.
Former fan host Travis Demers.
Yes.
We know him well, and I know his voice very well.
Oh, yeah, we've known the guy for 20 years.
Classic radio guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone else notice how different his voice is?
Yeah, you said this to me, and now I need to,
you got to check it out.
I got to check it out.
It doesn't sound like him at all.
Well,
You're right, Rob.
What?
You're right.
Did you notice it too?
I actually have heard this.
What is that?
Even leading up to this season. I think it's just, guys, for instance, like girls finish puberty by like the age of 20, 22. Guys do not finish going through puberty until our late 20s. Some guys early 30s.
Are you claiming that Demers just had his balls dropped?
I'm not saying his balls
Is that where we're going with this?
No, but I'm saying that after 10, 15 years in a profession, you go back, you listen to my voice at 25 compared to now. It's different.
Well, look, I
think we just learned when it's time to change. Congratulations, Travis, on manhood.
I did not expect that from Schultz, and that is why we're going to miss Jordan Schultz right there. Like, what? Okay.
Demers is like 38, by the way, right?
I understand what you're saying about it's funny. Like, I've listened to old tapes of us.
Yeah.
And the voices,
it changes.
They're very different.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that's what's gone on with Travis, as he's been on the radio doing the Blazers games, and he sounds just like we've always known him to sound. They got to be doing something with his voice.
Interesting. You think this is like a steroid thing? That they're enhancing him? He's got auto-tune on the TV side?
I don't know, because remember, they're not at the game.
Yeah.
They're broadcasting road games. They're broadcasting from here.
I thought they changed that.
Well, maybe they did, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, because Travis has talked about, because I follow him.
Travis
has talked about, like, when they were coming back from the East Coast trip, he was like, "This is the worst flight I've been on." No, they're out there.
Okay, well, whatever they're doing, they're changing his voice because I sat and listened, and Brooke would refer to him as Travis or whoever was doing halftimes. Like, now back to Travis and Michael Holton.
Yeah.
Holton sounded the same.
Yeah,
but Demers, the only way I knew, I'm like, that is not Travis Demers. They keep calling that Travis Demers. I'm like, I'm so confused. That is not him. And then the only way I knew it was him is his cadence. Yeah. I mean, that was how he calls the game, which by the way, I think he's very good.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
And he's getting better too. but that's the only way I recognize it was him, is his cadence. And I was like, dude, what
sort of shenanigans are the Blazers up to?
I'm going to send him a text at the break that Schulte, I'm going to congratulate him on his balls dropping.
On his manhood. Yeah.
Sincerely, Jordan Schultz.
God. And then I'm gonna have to text and be like, "Hey, sorry, buddy, I love you."
I think he's having a bar mitzvah later on after becoming a man.
I want you guys to check that out.
I will,
because I find it very odd.
Because when I listen to him on the radio, he sounds like Travis.
Yeah, we all know what he sounds like. So,
but now TV Travis, huh?
Yeah,
interesting. I'm fascinated by this, and wouldn't it be? I'm not going to say anything because look, normally, you know me, I would be like, dude, you're an idiot. Like they're not doing anything. But after the whole iPhone thing and I'll not put anything past anyone. What if they are digitally altering his voice? I'm going to go full RFK. I'm going to believe every conspiracy theory. How about this? Demers isn't even there. Travis Demers is dead. And now we've got AI Travis. AI Travis. It's close, but it's not the same.
If they are altering his voice, I am fascinated to know why. Why?
I don't know.
Travis Demers now with added beef.
Wouldn't it be something if just like in post-production, they're like, what if we just added a little bass? We just like kicked it up a notch. And if we can do that, why aren't we doing it? Can I sound like Patrick Harris? Can we like make it sound like I've been smoking Marlboros for 20 years?
Do you want that?
Dude, if you told me that I could get down here a little bit, yeah, let's do it. I'm waiting for my balls to drop, and apparently it hasn't happened yet. 46 years. Let's go.
All right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to bring that up since we were talking Zers. That's the bigger topic to me.
Blazers.
Well, now I am fascinated. Like I need to hear him.
Well, they play tonight.
I need to hear him on the TV call.
You know, tonight what we could do is they're in Houston tonight.
Yeah.
We could just pull it up. Oh well, maybe we can't.
I don't think we're allowed to.
Yeah, rights wise, we can't do that.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, I want you to listen tonight. We'll turn it up in the studio, and you tell me what you think.
Yeah, I am very, very interested in what is happening here with our dear friend Travis Demers.
Well, they're protesting, and
nothing's gonna happen.
Whatever.